I have the parts you sent. There's basically 3 different parts. First is this kind of a long, like a brush handle, and then a runner. The runners are very simple. I'm just going to run it through a 5.5 horsepower slow speed grinder. Can I show you what it looks like before I run the test? That's what the blades look like when she runs. Just a real easy-going machine, and it'll handle these runners without any problems. I'll run them for you, then I'll send you the sample of the material. We're going to run it through a 4mm screen. These larger ones, though, specifically this part here, it won't run well on a slow-speed machine. It's just too thick, and it would jam up in there. We have a larger slow-speed machine, which is right here, but again, we'd have the same problem. So I'm going to run this unit on this is actually on a 15 horsepower unit. It's our test lab machine, so you got a roll feed on it as well. But I'm going to run it on this machine, the 15 horsepower, and then we'll be able to see how it goes through here. It wouldn't be any problem, and I'll bag up the material for this unit as well. So I'm going to run the first test, and then I'll just cut these 3 films together. All right, we're going to run the first test on this 5.5 horsepower slow speed machine. It's a very simple machine, just a push button, turns it on, gets the rotor going, and then they'll just drop in. No problem at all handling this material. Very simple. It's like right at the side of the press. Most folks will put a robot above it, and I'll just drop the screws right in here. It'll take care of them, grind them up, and then it comes out in the bin here. It'll have a suction tube, and just take it right out of that suction tube and bring it right back into the process. So I'm going to turn this off, show you the material, then I'll run the second test. Here's your sample material run through the slow speed machine. Real easy. It's a 4mm screen. Particles came out really nice. So we'll bag this up, and if you want it sent back to you, we'll send it back to you. But all no problem at all with this. And again, people put these right beside the press, and they just use robot drops to drop the material in it, and then you vacuum it out of the spout here right back up into your blender. We're going to run your second test on the C30-40. So it's a 15 horsepower unit. It's a high-speed unit, and the rotor diameter is 12 inches and rotor width is 24 inches. Very simple system. It's got an integrated blower system. Ours comes over like this simply because it's in a test lab and it's a roll feed unit, but most of the time the blower stands right next to it. The cycle will be right next to it. Very simple to use. Turn on the blower. Turn on the granulator. And then we'll just drop the pieces in and go over there and we'll show you the regrind of it. So it's just a simple took care of it pretty easily. Now I'm going to throw the bigger piece in. Drop this guy in there. Let it process for a while, then we'll start getting the regrind out. All right, we finished running through. Here's what the material looks like. It's more of a top layer. You can see we ran a wiry substance on the test before, but here's your stuff. I think it was a 4mm screen. You know, depending on what you're going to do, you may want to use a bigger screen for it. But it processed without any problem. The machine didn't have any problem cutting them up and getting through it, so it's not a big issue on it. Let's see if we get a better view. So there you go. We'll bag this up and then we'll send it off to you, but I'll get the videos processed today.